Hey, how's it going? It's Jocelyn Hillam here with a Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, where I try and give you mindset shifts that can help you enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better. I found that as I shifted my own thoughts surrounding both of these seasons, that my motherhood life and my pregnancy life both improved significantly. There is really power in the thoughts that we think. And unfortunately, though, it does take intentionality. It doesn't usually come natural for us to just think these positive thoughts. We have to really be intentional to replace them. And today, as it is Friday, we are going to dive into a motherhood episode and mindset. And this time of year is actually, at the time of this recording, really close to school starting. And I wanted to give some mindset shifts and insight for those moms who are homeschooling their kids and getting ready to go back to school. Because I am a homeschooling mom and I'm doing this episode to remind me as much as you, but I hope that you will have some insightful mindset shifts when in regards to homeschooling your children and getting started again. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. Some of us are going to be stressed at the thought of starting homeschool again. Some of us are going to be really excited for structure, for rhythms and routines that are back into place. Some of us are going to miss the lax and free, spontaneous fun. Others of us are going to be grateful that life is a little bit more scheduled. Which kind of person are you at the beginning of this homeschooling year? What kind of mom do you feel that you are? I tend to be a little bit of both. Although I am really excited for the schedule, the routines and rhythms, I also am going to miss a little bit of the relaxed life of not having to feel like I have to do a lot of things. That will be missed. Either way, I hope that today, as I give you some mindset shifts for starting school, that you will be able to better navigate it through your thoughts. As the mom, there is a mood that you are going to set in your home. And sometimes starting school, especially homeschool, can be really rough because the kids aren't used to the expectations. The mom has these expectations that the kids are not used to, and it's really hard to get them to mesh and mix and work. Sometimes moms have to let go of some things, and sometimes kids have to learn that a little bit more is expected when it's school time. You've got to do some of your lessons and reading and whatnot and learning. And so just that difference in expectations can make it a little bit frustrating, and it can be really rough at first. So that is actually my first tip. I'm going to kind of give 3 tips to help you out. Is to expect that there are going to be rough moments. There are going to be times where your kids will not want to do their lessons, where you just get frustrated because nobody's working fast and efficiently, and if they would just focus and get it done, we could all be done by 11 o'clock and have the rest of the day. But the kids don't really get that, and they're not going to always do it the way that you think it should be done. And this can be really hard, especially if you are not prepared for it. If you are not prepared that there are going to be rough moments, it's going to be really hard to be patient and positive. It's going to be really hard to be loving and kind, and instead you're going to want to snap and say, you've got to get this done now, or else, and so on and so forth, and offer out threatenings. And I'm not speaking from experience at all. I only may have done it several times. Anyway, but expecting it to be rough can help you to realize that, you know what, it's okay. I know I'm going to experience some of these rough times as we transition, but I am in it for the long haul. And that is actually going to lead to my second tip. Maybe you aren't in it for the long haul, but you can see a vision of homeschooling. I wanted to put homeschooling a little bit in the model that Jody Moore teaches. I like her model because it has helped me in my life and has helped me to become a better mother. I don't necessarily love and agree with everything she teaches, but I do like the model she has taught, not teached, because it has helped me to realize my thoughts, and the ones that were serving me I wanted to keep, and the ones that weren't serving me, how I could get rid of them. So when it comes to homeschooling will be the circumstance. Your thoughts could be regarding homeschooling that this is too hard. This is too much. It would be so much easier and so much better to send them to school. Your feeling could be frustrated, upset, or annoyed. And then the result is that you really don't like homeschooling, and neither do your kids. So let's apply this to the model in a different light, with different thoughts. The circumstance is still homeschooling. The thought is, homeschooling supports my long-term vision. I can see what homeschooling will bring for me and my family, and I can stick it through some of the rough moments. The feeling could be patience. It could be kindness. It could be long suffering, a little bit of enduring to the end, but also feeling joyful because you can see the long-term picture of getting through these rough moments. And the result is that you're going to show up better. You are actually going to be implementing the goal of homeschooling that you have in your mind, instead of just trying to force everyone to do it your way, becoming a control freak, and it becoming a yell fest that nobody wants a part of. That's usually not our goal in homeschooling as moms. We see this loving atmosphere of excited learning, of encouraging our kids in the things that they want to do, in fostering the love of learning and enjoying the arts and the mathematics and growing businesses and learning about history and science together. But if we don't remember to change our thoughts, then it's going to be really hard to get the results that we want. Because our thoughts breed our actions, and our actions create our results. So think about this model as you are going throughout your homeschool year, and to show up the way you want to through shifting your thoughts, through being patient and willing to work through some of the rough moments. So that was kind of my second tip, is to realize how you want this to turn out and start trying to show up that way through shifting your thoughts to serve you. As our thoughts serve us, it makes us better moms because we are working toward our goals as moms in this journey. The third tip is to smile and let your kids see you smile. I am not very good at this. Sometimes I get so into the routine and the lists and all the things that probably don't matter as much as they should that I forget to enjoy it. I want the checklist to be done, and then I forget to enjoy the journey. And like I said, I am preaching to myself as much as you guys, not really preaching, but talking and expressing some of my hopes and dreams with homeschooling, that I need to smile more. I need to let go maybe sometimes of some of my lists and some of my expectations, and to really just smile. Go throughout homeschooling with inspiration and revelation. Maybe take some time to study that history a little longer, to learn the stories, to recite the poetry, and to have a lot of fun with my children in doing it instead of feeling like everything has to be checked off. I feel like that if I can smile and do that more, it'll be a better example for my kids. I do want them to learn the if I can talk. I do want them to learn the core subjects, and I want to learn them good. My children are still pretty young, 9 and under, and so we are still focusing on reading, on multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. But if they can learn those well, we can explore so many other options that they are interested in. And doing that together just sounds really intriguing to me. Anyway, that is kind of my thoughts for something I'm going to try. We are going to start school on the Monday after this episode airs, and I'm hoping that I can implement some of these, and I'm hoping that some of them will help you as you implement them in your homeschooling motherhood. Keep up the good work, Mama. You are doing amazing things. Even if you don't feel like you're enough, even if you don't feel like you're doing enough, you are enough. You are exactly who your children need, and you are doing the right thing. Don't doubt. Keep moving forward, keep believing, keep working with your thoughts, and keep believing. I know you can do this. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight, and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.